So I'm going to just take a few more minutes of your time. Everyone, I'm Ianna Kachoris. I am with the MacArthur Foundation and really want to thank Anne Marie for really taking the ball and really running with this, along with Samantha Henry and the team here at the Nieman Foundation. We're very excited at the MacArthur Foundation to have this conversation be happening right now. Just a few words of background on MacArthur for those of you in the room who are not familiar. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation is based in Chicago and is a global foundation. And for almost 20 years, we've been supporting work in housing and efforts to expand and preserve the supply of homes that are affordable to families who are really struggling to make ends meet. Our grant making in housing has spanned many efforts, starting with the transformation of public housing in Chicago, a large-scale national effort to preserve affordable rental housing in Chicago and nationally. And we had a major robust response to the national foreclosure crisis and deep support for policy research and innovation, which included a bipartisan housing commission that in the wake of the Great Recession was really charged with developing a comprehensive and reinvigorated national housing policy. And Mike Stegman, who's with the Bipartisan Policy Center and formerly of the MacArthur Foundation, is now charged with carrying that work forward at BPC. Our most recent program and ongoing work at the MacArthur Foundation is our How Housing Matters to Families and Communities research initiative. And it's a very intensive grant-making effort to really expand the evidence and promote an empirically based understanding of how housing makes a difference in people's lives, and whether it's education, health and well-being, or economic opportunity. So over the last several years, research that the foundation has supported has shown that housing does matter and has illuminated the specific ways in which housing matters, whether it's the affordability, the stability, the location, and the quality. So over the next couple of days, you're going to hear from some of the people who have been doing this research, and very grateful to them for being here for this conversation. But I want to just give you a couple of quick hits to get the juices flowing as we head into dinner. Housing security matters in the critical pre- and postnatal periods for early childhood health. Housing stability and quality matter for kindergarten readiness. Housing affordability means that parents actually do spend more on child enrichment activities that contribute to their growth and development. Housing instability is not only a consequence of job loss, but it can also cause it. Seniors who have stable, affordable housing are less likely to have visits to the emergency room or lengthy nursing home stays. These are just a sample, and I could go on. But simply put, a home, whether one rents or owns, is more than shelter. It is core to children's health, education, and well-being, and to economic security and mobility, and the vitality of communities. With more than 11 million families paying more than half their income in rent, the crisis costs us far more in lost human potential, economic activity, and increased costs borne by our healthcare system. Addressing the housing needs of individuals and families and in all types of communities, be they urban or rural, disinvested or opportunity rich, this is essential to healthy, thriving individuals and communities. Americans in the North, South, East, West, and Midwest know this to be true. A national survey by Heart Research that we've commissioned for the last several years running has shown that more than half of all Americans are making significant sacrifices to afford their rent or mortgage, and that they believe that more can and should be done at the federal, state, and local levels to address it. It is our hope that this conference highlights for you housing's important connection to a whole range of beats, that there are stories to be told behind these numbers, and the solutions do exist to tackle these challenges that so many face. On behalf of the MacArthur Foundation, I really want to thank you all for taking the time to come to Boston and participate in this couple of days of workshops. And again, thank you to Samantha and to Anne Marie here at the Nieman Foundation for making this happen. It was a year in the making, but we're very glad to be here now. So thanks again to all of you, and enjoy the evening.